almost there.
How the fuck can you tell through that fog? Like, how can you see anything? Call of Cthulhu. Why, you don't like my Cthulhu impression? Cthulhu! Boy, that boat stopped on a dime. Holy shit.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Please move back. Let the police do their work. Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster? The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice.
Because I said
Now,
so.
Please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. Oh, yeah? It's a sign. There's something coming.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Fail a skill test.
Back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy. Get us into trouble. They can't understand.
Alright, well, I failed that skill test. Oh, can only be improved by objects discovered in the environment. Okay. Let's do psychology.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. Cat. Alright, so now we got some threats. We got some leverage on the captain.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? Okay, we got a cover up. We got some threatening letters.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
We got the John.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Hey, we got another medicine book.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. Well, yeah, he's a pirate. What do you expect? It's the pirate leg!
Barbara souvenir.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Okay, yeah, we couldn't do shit with the documents. So
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
So
Look,
as
it's
a detective,
right
he's
there.
kind of just
The warehouse
laying all his
is
cards
opposite
out.
the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
It's my pappy.
Your father.
Peg leg
John
pappy.
Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me
Tally ho.
when you've got something new.
Alright, so I don't want to go to Warehouse 36 yet. Oh, I have lockpicks. Cool.
Damnation. I broke it.
I broke my pick.
St. Brendan. Patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
What do you know about Phoenician writing? Alright, so yeah, let's go check out the bar. See what's going on over there. Boy, something's like a bite out of him. Well, fuck you too.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Do we roll for eloquence or strength? I don't know. Let's check our stats. I can't check my stats, so we gotta run it. I think we did eloquence. You want to get strength? Alright, let's run it.
You saw it just like me. That bum deserved a lesson.
Yeah, but he's a regular, and you're not.
I can see that you and I are off to a bad start. I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
I guess we passed.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
I ain't no snitch.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
You would think somebody else would already be investigating this warehouse after all this. Like, I've been here for 10 minutes, and I've already found out there's screams coming from it at night. 2 different people have told me to stay away from... No, 3 different people have told me to stay away from it. Mysterious packages are showing up. Like, you would think somebody would be like, might need to look in there.
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah? That must have been before you came looking for a fight in my bar.
Oh, come on. Because of a little tussle.
Drinking it here is a privilege, and I grant the privilege to whoever I want. Anything else?
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was fit, and
I've got what I need. That'll be all for now. The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
The Shanty, or the Chanty. 21st May, 1847, miraculous catch. The Scylla returns to port to save the Darkwater from famine. We'd given up hope. The crew of the Scylla, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Tuesday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the dock to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board. Of a size that went beyond the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean, I don't know what that word means, that is already being called the miraculous catch, covered the whole deck and parts of it were hanging off the sides of the ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Mr. Marks is putting his warehouse up for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. You can contact him via your favorite newspaper or visit him on the docks. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. So this is a whole thing.
And the doctor, what did he see?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. That's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
He's stuck in a book. Literally. The book's magic and he's stuck in it. He's trapped in it.
You like our song?
Not really. So this must be
What
Cat.
you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her. Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it.
No. Okay, I'll leave. Alright, so what do we know so far? There's Bad Omen. The Fitzroys are the owners of the Scylla. We're here to find the Hawkins warehouse. Try to find out more about why Sarah Hawkins killed her family. And now we need to find a way into the warehouse.